up, Cancer? This is going to be a love forecast for the first 2 weeks of November. This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please don't forget to give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It really helps out my channel. And if you're new here, I do put these out every 2 weeks, so don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I also do offer personal readings, and all the info for that's in the description box of the video. There is a bit of a wait for a reading with me at the moment, guys, so if you ever wanted to just explore your options, I've put a link to Mystic Sense in the description box as well. They're an amazing company that will offer you access to so many brilliant psychics and readers all over the world. So if you go through the link I've provided, they're going to give you your first 5-minute reading free, so check them out if you feel called to do so. And otherwise, if you would like to follow me on social media, I've put the links to my TikTok and my Instagram in the description box as well. So let's get stuck into it. Spirit, what's coming in, please, for my Cancer? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus in the area of love. First 2 weeks of November. Any love messages for my Cancer? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. First 2 weeks of November. Lovers card, Cancer. Death card in the reverse. Wheel of Fortune. I saw the Wheel of Fortune while I was shuffling, but I didn't call it. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. 8 of Swords in the reverse. Lovers card. Strong love connection, but unfinished business, Cancer. So there could be some issues around cooperating with someone, or you've been feeling very stuck because there's something that you need to close out. I'm really getting it could be like one thing needs to be closed to move towards something else. Do you know what I mean? I mean, the Lovers card is choices, it's duality. So for some of you, you're dealing with a situation where a choice needs to be made. If you're going to end something completely where it's not really ended, it's looking like something is not, someone you're dealing with has not been cooperating, and maybe it's been keeping you stuck. The 8 of Swords is in the reverse though, so this is like maybe wanting to set yourself free from that. And the Wheel of Fortune means change is happening. There is a shift. There could be a sense of someone that you're very drawn to that sort of feels like a destined kind of a connection. 10 of Swords, it's going to involve, in order for the shift to happen, there's going to need to be some kind of an end or a closing out of something. We've got a Queen of Swords here, Cancer. So for some of you are dealing with a situation where there's a lot of pain, or you've got a painful history with a person. Queen of Swords, this is sort of something that might be going a bit cold. Queen of Swords also is discernment, and she likes to make cuts. It's not gender specific, guys. Something where there's been unfulfilled potential. The Magician card in the reverse. Maybe you've been holding on to that unfulfilled potential. Tell me about this Lovers card. Yeah, 4 of Cups, exactly. 9 of Cups. So Cancer, it could be like a situation where you feel it's not very fulfilling, and you're thinking, well, I want to go maybe more towards what's really fulfilling. 9 of Cups. You know, the Death card in the reverse. Ace of Pentacles. So there's unfinished business between you and a person. With the Ace of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles, there's issues to do maybe with commitment and reciprocity. Or like I said, Cancer, you've got to close out some old energy or something you're dealing with in order to move forward and have something really reciprocal with a person, something committed and stable. Okay? I'm really getting it's on your side, Cancer. I feel like there's something you haven't closed out, or old energy, or you're still dealing with the fallout of a situation, or it's not finished, and then there is someone else that I think could be a really stable commitment presenting now in November, right? We've got the Fool card. So this is about taking that leap of faith, okay? Some of you are dealing with a person where travel or distance is a factor. The Fool is Aquarius. So there's something here about, you know, wanting to maybe just take that leap towards joy, towards happiness, but it does involve ending something or letting go of some pain or you know, something that feels very unfinished but maybe stuck. 8 of Swords is trapped. It's also mental processes. So maybe there's a lot of fear in moving towards something really joyful and fulfilling because there's old stuff, like old pain that's coming up that needs to be released, okay? Yeah, we've got 3 of Wands in the reverse. So there's something you've been waiting for, but you don't want to wait any longer, or waiting around to see how it's played, how, you know, if the unfulfilled potential can manifest. I feel like you don't want to wait anymore, Cancer. you know, Virgo, Gemini energy with the Magician card, and Gemini with the Lovers card, Scorpio with the Death card. Yeah, there's a King of Cups here. So Cancer, I think you're leading with the heart. There's a King of Cups and Queen of Swords. So it could be someone that you feel that you did share a love bond with, or you have a love for, but at the same time, like I said, Cancer, there's been a lot of this waiting and being stuck. Two of Wands. And there's a crossroads coming through now. So this is the decision. Remember I said you're at a point now where you need to make a choice, and Two of Wands is crossroads. So it's also two paths. So potentially you've got two different situations, or Two of Wands for me, Cancer, is like, you know, am I going to continue down the old track? So there's a lot of pain connected to the past. Am I going to carry that forward with me and keep recreating undesirable circumstances? Because Four of Cups here is emotional rejection. So there's something that you are releasing and healing for self that's connected to an old path, an old story, an old cycle that keeps maybe repeating in a situation, like continues to reflect it back to you, or maybe the past generally, right? So as we release and heal stuff and change our story about ourselves and about love, then we bring in a different energy, or we have a different experience, okay? So there's Two of Wands, and then there's the Hermit card in the reverse. You want to come out of hermit mode. I think you've been doing that, Cancer. I think you've been a bit in hermit mode, processing some things, okay, in your heart space to make a decision, Two of Wands. Now, you could be experiencing some distance with a person that you have this unfinished business with, right? So that's what you're kind of trying to process, and there's stuff coming up around family, Ten of Cups. So for some of you, this is old wounds that are being reflected back to you. What's this Ace of Pentacles? Chariot card. Movement forward towards something really committed. I feel like this is something else, Cancer, than this situation that you're releasing, this Ten of Swords. And it is painful because look, I've got Three of Cups here. So there's a movement forward, firstly towards joy and happiness. And secondly, you know, Three of Cups can be third party energy. So this is like, you're dealing with two different people. And this is positive movement forward for you, Cancer. So Chariot card, it's your energy. So persevering towards something stable that really gives you pleasure. For some of you, this is someone in your friend group, or someone that you're going out with and having quite a nice time with, maybe in November, and it's developing very quickly. And then there's the Justice card. So decisions again, all right? For some of you, there is Five of Wands, conflict and drama, maybe in a situation where legal matters or divorce or marriage are at play. And so that's causing a tension. Five of Wands is also a number of energies, right? Or conflicting interests. Maybe you've been in a situation where you felt like you had to fight for someone to give you the fair and balanced reciprocity. Now you might be dealing with another situation where you are feeling like you're holding yourself back because you haven't let go of, you know, a situation that's been hard to let go of. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, let me have a look, Cancer, at this unfinished business that's coming up with the Death card. I mean, Libra energy with that Justice card. Yeah, for some of you, children are in the mix here with that Ten of Cups. So you could be trying to release an ex, right? Or you could have been holding on to unfulfilled potential with a person where there's unfinished business. And so, do you know what I mean, Cancer? It's just something's not very fulfilling in a situation. For whatever reason, and then there's something else around you that looks great and very fulfilling. So, I mean, when you put it that way, it sounds easy, but it seems to be complicated, and also seems to be very painful to let go of something, to move forward, okay? But you're moving forward, Chariot card. Some of you are doing some travel, taking a trip maybe with someone, or, you know, that you're having a lot of fun with, Three of Cups. And it's a positive shift. The Wheel of Fortune's a positive shift, but it's also closing out karmic loops. So you could have been dealing with a lot of these kind of round and round cycles where there's this recurring feeling of not being fulfilled, or issues to do with emotional rejection or competition, or, you know, something like that. So let me have a look, Cancer, at this unfinished business. Tell me about this Seven of Cups, mixed feelings, mixed signals, confusion. How does this person feel about Cancer? and maybe choices and options for some of you. You know, there's other people in the mix. As I said, Queen of Swords. There's a Queen of Swords type energy and a Four of Cups. This person's sort of feeling the same way, Cancer. You know, it's unfinished. I just saw the World card, but in the reverse. So this seems to just be going round and round. Nine of Swords, Eight of Cups, Five of Cups. A lot of loss here, Cancer. There's stress. They could feel like you are disconnecting with that Eight of Cups. For some of you dealing with a situation like, you know, that this person has to leave behind something else, right? But there's this sense of leaving behind, you know, being left behind. Either they feel you've left them behind or you feel they've left them behind, left you behind. There's a lot of loss and regrets and sadness. Knight of Swords, there could have been harsh words between the two of you, or there could have been like impulsive, kind of abrupt energy. Like maybe you go round and round with this person, Cancer, right? Like stop, start, stop, start. Knight of Swords also is just the shadow Knight of Swords, which means that can be kind of harsh communication between the two of you. And Four of Wands in the reverse. So either you've had a commitment with this person and it's broken down, Cancer, or there's an inability to build that stable foundation with you. Justice card in the reverse again. So their energy, the Justice card, is in the reverse. So they feel things are not balanced. So there could be a bit of projection, Cancer. I mean, maybe this person feels that you're not really giving them. There's a lot of conflict energy here, Cancer. So the loss, there could be a projection that you're responsible for a lot of this stress and pain. So, I mean, maybe it's like two people that are mirroring to one another fears, rejection, or someone here has abandonment issues, Cancer. Okay, so maybe that's caused also a lot of maybe holding back or karmic cycles. And again, like legal matters, divorce, marriage, etc. could be playing into this. There's the Devil card in the reverse. So this person, there is, I feel like there's still a tie here with you and them. I think also with the Devil card, you know, this is toxic patterns. So this person probably has an understanding that there's things that need to be let go of or released that are toxic. Even if that's just like fears or limiting beliefs within themselves that causes this erratic behavior, you know. But then Temperance card is in the reverse. There's a lot of needing to temper within. So I feel like you and this person, Cancer, like it can be erratic or the communication can be off in some way. It causes a lot of maybe harsh energy. But the Temperance card, this person is not ready yet to kind of heal or integrate that. Or they feel like you react strongly, Cancer, again, because I'm seeing how they feel about you. Devil card, so they're still kind of holding on, but at the same time, this is wanting to let go of what's toxic. They could also have, for Cancer, for some of you who are dealing with a person that has not been able to really give you everything, this is because they're still holding on to, like there could be a toxic energy around them that's keeping them stuck. Or there's a lot of this loss from the past. It's like they're not letting go of that. It needs to be integrated. It could be family issues, old wounding, abandonment issues. So the Wheel of Fortune's in the reverse, Cancer. So this is going round and round. You've got the Wheel of Fortune here in the upright. So there's some kind of a wanting to come unstuck that you're dealing with, and you're going to be coming unstuck. I feel like you're sort of setting yourself free here. Two of Swords, because it's stuck, Cancer. It's just feeling very stuck, and this person isn't sort of looking at what needs to change. I think that they're looking at you, wanting you to change. And again, guys, I don't always take sides or anything, but I'm really seeing that while there's some mirroring going on here, you've really integrated something and you're ready to release. Like you've got a positive shift coming through. I think you're sort of done. And this person seems to be sort of still stuck, stagnant, and it keeps going round and round. There's a Knight of Wands because of wounding, guardedness. There's wounding between the two of you, but there's also their own wounds, right? So that causes hot and cold sort of energy between the two of you. I think this person still has passion, and they could be coming through with some kind of a message, Knight of Wands, but it's very not the most stable energy, Cancer. Maybe they don't feel you're very stable. Again, like it's just it could be a lot of projection, or maybe you're just not really that compatible. Sorry guys. But I really feel like Cancer, your cards are telling me that you're moving towards something actually very stable and committed and fulfilling, okay? With someone that's going to be very generous with their time, with their energy. Let me see why we have that Devil on this side. 5 of Swords in the reverse. They do want to get past stress with you somehow. So maybe that they're coming in to communicate with that Knight of Wands. But there's still this ego. 5 of Swords in the reverse. So this is defeat. This is also not really feeling like you're communicating well or on the same page. And the Strength card. So this is when our ego kind of holds us back. Maybe they feel you've got a lot of ego, Cancer. I don't know. Guys, this read isn't going to be for everyone because look, the King of Wands, the King of Cups is in the reverse. So they could feel like you've really withdrawn your love from them and they could feel like you're disconnecting and they're having regrets. So I think that there's this sense of them not feeling very successful. 6 of Wands in the reverse. Maybe they want your attention. Cancer, go towards what feels right in your heart. You've got a King of Cups in the upright that came out before, okay? And I feel like this is you leading with the heart, like what feels good for you. You know, let's see. Let's get a Mystic Black Rose. Terms, working out, negotiating. So I feel, Cancer, there is this sense of maybe wanting to make things right because we did have that Justice card in the reverse. So this person could be coming back wanting to beg or negotiate, but then we've got this erratic, unpredictable emotions in and out like waves. Time, needing time. The Temperance card has come out in the reverse. So maybe there's this sense of, you know, maybe you both, if you wanted to work things out, you would need to adopt a bit more patience with one another. And we've got now is not the time. Time will bring unexpected changes. So there also might be a need to kind of take maybe a break and integrate some of this stuff. Maybe this person needs time to let go of what's not serving them. Toxic patterns, toxic people, toxic ex, whatever it is. Let's have a look. Spirit, divine intervention. So there's sort of like this divine intervention going on, like maybe things are sort of blowing up because, you know, you're feeling called to move in another direction. Ravenous, uncontrollable desires, hunger for pleasure. Wow, well, the Devil card is definitely a lot of sexual energy. But then I've got completely done. I said you're done a few times, right? But more so, this is about ending cycles. Their cycles seem to be going around a little bit, Cancer. And this is like ending cycles, lessons learned, coming full circle, moving on. So there's always the option to keep going round and round. Or perhaps, Cancer, I can't speak for all of you, you know, maybe with the Terms card, there's an opportunity here to temper things and to actually move this in a new direction, right? Like to resolve the issues. Yeah. Terms, working out, begging, negotiate, children, immaturity, childhood. So for some of you, children are in the mix. For others of you, you know, this is immaturity and reactivity because of childhood issues, because I do have the Love card, genuine, compassion, unconditional union, but then I've got lust and toxic. And then I've got Muse, emotional bond, inspired by you. Some of you are going towards someone that you have a genuine emotional bond with and a love with. That's not feeling so toxic. I don't know, Cancer, sorry. I can't call it for you. Now, you know, like I said, I try to read where I'm not like blaming people or taking sides. That's why I try to give a balanced read. And I also say that, you know, things are showing up in our relationships because they're mirrors to maybe something we're working through. And that's why you have this amazing Wheel of Fortune here, Cancer. You're closing out cycles, old unfinished business. Now, when you do that, sometimes a situation that is quote unquote toxic, or where there's quote unquote hot and cold behavior or communication issues, can shift as well, right? You can look into the law of assumption. And so this is you maybe taking control of your internal and tempering yourself and healing yourself and maybe moving towards a different love that feels really good and more at your level right now, or perhaps this situation with the working things out is going to shift, right? Okay, let's see. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. Well, we do have that Lovers card here. I think you could have two soulmates, Cancer. One which is bringing out more the shadow side, or where you've had to kind of work through the shadow aspect, and maybe someone else that's feeling more healthy, right? For now, flirt to extend your lighthearted energy for others with free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. So you see, you're setting yourself free, Cancer, from what's been keeping you stuck or trapped. There could be flirtation. Like I said, you could be flirting with someone else. Outside of this, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Trust issues maybe between you and a person. Also having the faith and to trust what feels good in your heart, right? And then I've got pay attention to the red flags. There's a lot of fear. Okay, so Cancer, the other thing that I'm getting is regardless of what you do with this situation or moving forward with this other situation, there's a need to really let go. If you were to work things out with this person, you know, when we heal, then we elevate into a different version. So the other person must match us, and we can't hold on to the old versions of a relationship or a connection, because you know, then we're going to fall back into old cycles, right? So this is that's when we keep being hyper vigilant and seeing red flags everywhere. Now, again, I'm not telling anyone to go with someone that's literally toxic, but sometimes, you know, we're triggered all the time because there's a story, and that's our toxic story of not loving ourselves, and the outside seems to be, you know, confirming some kind of limiting belief about ourselves, right? That's why we have those reactions. Anyway, so pay attention to the red flags. Be careful then not to move forward and then carry an old story or the wounds with you, because even this situation that looks very happy and good, maybe there's a lot of fear, Eight of Swords, of experiencing the same, you know, and then looking out for red flags everywhere. I hope that makes sense, Cancer. Keep an open mind. Exactly. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So it's different, Cancer. It's not like what you've had, because you've changed, you've elevated. And then we've got true love. This is the romance of a lifetime with separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon, with worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Something about maybe you need space and time from this person. Doesn't mean that you can't come back together. For some of you, separation is happening for a reason, and you know, what's timing? I mean, this could also turn around in a moment, but there's also divine timing that brings new love. A new person, has stirred your romantic feelings. So there you go, Cancer. I mean, it's bang on, confirms everything that I said. All right, Cancer, I hope that resonated for you, and if so, you can give me a like and a comment, please, and I will check in with you guys in 2 weeks' time. Lots of love.